Hello and welcome to FOSS4G 2023, and welcome to my presentation as well. I am Orkut Murat Yilmaz. I'm a geomatics engineer from Istanbul, Turkey. I do free and open source software as a developer in my professional life, but I'm also a civil society activist, and my focus is free software and open data advocacy, activism, and related contexts. I am a member of different civil society organizations and NGOs, and also the communities of the free software and open data as well. One of them is Yer Çizenler. Yer Çizenler Herkes için Haritacılık Derneği. It is in Turkish, but Yer Çizenler Mapping for Everyone Association. Yer Çizenler is a pun translation of geographers. Geo is earth and graphia is to draw. So we are earth drawers, basically. Yer Çizenler, we have founded our association in 2017, and we started the project with the help from HUT, actually, a humanitarian OpenStreetMap team. First, we did our founding project, BINA. It is the mapping the needs for the refugees or the asylum seekers in Istanbul. We organized some mapathons, we organized some GIS workshops, and we trained people to put the different places where they can get services such as health services or legal services on a map. So they put them in their own language. If I'm wrong, please correct me, John. We did the mapathons in Arabic, Turkish, also Pashtun or whatever. Did you use another language too? Okay. Arabic, Turkish, and English. So the refugees who are living in Turkey created a better map, improved the map data quality on OpenStreetMap in the districts like Fatih and Sultanbeyli. We also did a Turkey Road Network Improvement Project. Again, worked at the HUT. Also, the network improvement, we did a little part of it in Greece as well. And then we have been working with different civil society actors in the field, disasters and the other humanitarian issues. And also we have worked in different disasters like the Izmir earthquake and the other earthquakes in Turkey, both in the field and near our computers, organizing mapathons as well. So this year, February 6th, we have faced a bigger one, an earthquake, two earthquakes on the same day, and one earthquake 10 days later, I guess. We lost more than 60,000 people, injured like 200,000 people. You can check the statistics for most accurate data. But for that earthquake, we did some humble things. We have organized more than 9,000 people for mapathons and the other data acquisition issues. With these mapathons and the other tools we use, we did more than 2 million map edits, and we mapped more than 2 million buildings. Also, we edited more than 80,000 kilometers of roads, streets, and the other line shape objects. So what happened with that? This stuff were used by the people who were volunteered or who were responsible to do something in field by their offline navigation applications such as Organic Maps and Maps.me and Osman as well. But we did something, and this is the biggest thing we have done in Turkey. This is our biggest achievement. I mean, I'm talking about this as an achievement because we did a huge thing in terms of data, but we lost a lot of people. A lot of people lost their works, a lot of people lost their buildings, a lot of people lost their relatives. So the price is so high, but we did something in order to get something done for them. And if something could help them, this is one of the best things. This is one of the best things list, I guess. So, but after we did this one, we felt like we were not expecting this one. I mean, we should be expecting it. Turkey is in the region of active fault zones, and there has been a lot of earthquakes since I was a child, and also we can read a lot of stuff about what happened in terms of tectonic movement in Turkey's history. But we know a lot of stuff about the earthquakes and the other disasters as well. We felt like we were not expecting this earthquake to happen. So we decided to, first we asked to ourselves, if it happens again, what could be done better? What we could do better in order to do not hanging around or in order to not lose time or in order to do things more optimized. So we decided to create a guidelines list. It is called a red book. It is called a red book because it's again another pun. You know, it is famous book of Mao Zedong is Red Book. So and then there's a popular free software slogan, RTFM. Does anyone know the meaning of RTFM here? Okay, it's an abbreviation. It means that read the funny manual, not funny. Okay, read the friggin' manual. Can be something, but there is also another meaning. Maybe you can search for it. So this illustration was so popular in the early 2000s because there was a TV series. Maybe you are familiar with that, IT Crowd. Okay. Only okay. Only few people know. Okay, IT Crowd is a TV series about some people who are doing some IT stuff in an IT department of a big company. It was an UK comedy, right? Yeah, British comedy. Okay, so it is a British comedy and it is still funny. Okay. And sorry for that. So maybe creating a guideline or creating a bigger book in order to prevent the loss of time and the loss of the workforce could be better. So this session is kind of a call to find different volunteers and different people from all around the world in order to create a better guideline. These are the few lines we create, and they're all they can all be expandable. Sorry. So if I start to do something after the first moment when an earthquake or the flood happened, after at the first seconds of the disaster, the first thing should be the better community engagement. Because you need to find the relevant actors, the best people who can help you. You need to find and organize a bigger community in order to fight with the disaster issues. So the second one is the collection of satellite and other aerial images. This is kind of hard part. And the other thing is, it must be done again, street level imagery collection and the data collection as well. And of course, you should organize mapathons, and then you have to find the solution for storing and serving your data. And the last one is, it is not the last one actually, it is one of the first one. It is one of the first things, disaster inventory management issues. So, the community engagement part is, you have to find local and global free software communities at first. I mean, for the proprietary software communities or the companies or other groups want to help. And they do it in a good way, actually. I mean, they want it, and they want it for being good, but their tools do not work, mostly. Please consider that. Does anyone use any Esri tools here? Okay. Do you think that? Okay. This is FOSS4G, and it is so hard to find someone like that. But those tools, like the Esri tools, are not developed for the purpose of fighting the disasters. They are actually doing some professional jobs, and you can do the job done with the help of the Esri tools. But you cannot collect the data for the disaster response with Esri tools. I'm going to talk about it later in the later slides. So, I mean, do not reject people who want to help from the proprietary software communities or the groups. Okay. I have only 5 minutes left. Okay, I'm going to go fast. And the second thing is international collaboration. You need to find the actors who want to work with you. I'm talking about the institutions, I'm talking about the individuals as well. This is the thing we have done, actually, and it is kind of a better one. I mean, we work with the international community in the other disasters, but this one is a better one. We can organize different institutions, different individuals for international coordination. So we can write a guideline about it in a better way, I guess, but always they need to be at least profiting and expanding. And satellite imagery collection. Okay, this is the huge thing actually, because like our earthquake, it was so hard to find the more accurate satellite imagery because it was time of the winter and there were too many clouds. So, so we haven't found accurate images, aerial images, and the satellite images. But there could have some. I mean, and the satellite imagery started to coming to us at least 1.5 week after the disaster. It was too late, actually. So maybe there could be a common pool for disaster response, and all the imagery companies could contribute there as a free of charge or without expecting profit, because this could be a thing about the life and death. So it doesn't need to have it doesn't need to have some funding. It needs to be as the free in all meanings. So the other thing is we have collected the aerial imagery from different individuals, and then a friend of us uploaded them directly to the Open Aerial Map. So Open Aerial Map is the great tool, and we used that in all ways. So after the disaster, you must start using open aerial map and start collecting the different drone imagery from the volunteers. Also, street level imagery collection and the street level data collection is another thing you must start immediately after the disaster. You must start collecting the street level imagery with Mapillary or the other tools. You can add the others if you want. Also, you can start collecting street data or the building data with Kobo Toolbox or FMTM or the other tools, of course. But you need to organize it in from the same center in order to do not collect the data duplicated. So Mapathons, the HUD's tasking manager is a very powerful and a nice tool. Yogesh is here also. You can use it and you can create the tasks, relevant tasks after the disasters. You can create map roulette tasks and you can check what is happening on HUD's map campaigner also. So this one is a map roulette task. The last part here, the thing is storing and serving the data. You must use free software again because the proprietary tools are not developed for this purpose. Also, maybe it is another option. I met here a CARP project for the versioning of the different types of the data. And the last thing is disaster inventory management. We had a powerful tool once. It was Sahara Eden. Do you know Sahara Eden? Okay. So, rahmetliyi nasıl bilirdiniz? Sorry for Turkish, but I mean, the project is ended right now. So we have to build a new one, I guess, in order to see what is really happening. So I put the URLs of the book's GitHub page here. Also, I created a Slack channel for that. I'd like to see you contributing, at least for the, at least talking about the what can be done in a better way. So thank you for coming.